the Azimio Party, and representing Raila Amolo Odinga here. The chairpersons of the registered parties who are seated to my left here, and later on you'll be hearing more about them. The chair of IEBC, Mr. Wafula Chebukati, the chairpersons of commissions and independent offices represented here, Your Graces and Lord Bishops, and all other faith leaders here, Your Excellencies, ambassadors, and diplomatic representatives here, all distinguished guests, members of the fourth estate, good morning. Yeah, it is still morning. Good morning again. Amjambo. Bwana asifiwe. Assalamu alaikum, especially that for our Muslim brothers and sisters who are here, because today is Eid, so we need to greet you very specially. Now, I want to teach you the NCIC greetings. And a number of you already know those greetings, so because there are many who know that greetings, I will try. If you don't know, then I will teach you later. Amani, Milele, that's the greeting. When I say Amani, we all say Milele. When I say Milele, we say Aman. And so let us do that really in a way that everybody will know that we are gathered here for peace. Amani, Milele, Milele, Amani, asanteni sana. Well, first of all, I really want to say that much has been said about the need for peace in the coming elections, the symbolic importance that is attached to this need for peace is going to be done later at the end of this session, where we will receive Amani flames. Amani flames which have been doing the round of all the communes of Nairobi and are now being to be brought here today, using those Amani flames which come from the Special Olympics Kenya is the other co-partner with us here, and we have adopted the torch that is used by Olympics to Amani torch. Those torches, when they come, we will lit a flame, a cauldron. This cauldron then will be handed over to the chair of IEBC, Wafula Chebukati, and ask him to make sure that the flame continues burning for the next 1 month until elections are held, results are announced, and the next president is sworn in. That's the symbolism of that cauldron, of that flame. He will be the custodian of that flame and will decide where to keep it, and this will happen when we go out there. We will also have 4 flames, 1 each for the presidential candidates, as a symbol again of keeping the light and the peace and peaceful elections burning, and using this every time you have your campaigns to say, with this torch we committed ourselves to peaceful elections, and we will continue to have peaceful elections. So that's the symbolism that we are going to have today at the end of this session. I cannot understate my delight that today every political party in Kenya and every presidential candidate have committed themselves not only to peace but also to political decency. And that's the most important thing, that commitment. I mean, it's really, we need to really thank God that this is happening today. Or as Annie Derrito said, when the leaders, the chair and the secretaries general of the registered political parties were invited, all of them are here, and they are going also to sign. They have accepted, and now they are going to sign the Political Decency and Accountability Charter and the Mkenya Daima Peace Pledge. So again, this is a great thing, and I think we need to thank them for it. The ramifications of today's actions will ring through the halls of history as a major turning point in Kenya's political history, and especially the electoral processes. And we hope that we are contributing to the foundation. This will be a major block of building the kind of electoral processes that we are going to have this year and in the future. As we all know, our history has been dogged with incidences of political and ethnic violence brought about by errant politicians who have stirred up strife in our midst. Today, we achieve a commitment from all key political actors to not only stop violence, but to also act gently and decently in their politics and act with respect and decorum. The kind of agreement, this kind of agreement is one of its kind, and it signals a sure change in our politics. I must congratulate all the leaders who have today stood up for a better Kenya. They have set aside all political divides to come together and agree to a better Kenya through political decency, and for that I wholly commend them and thank them, and I think that all of us they all need a hearty round of applause from all of us. Please let us clap for the leaders. Thank you very much. That being said, I must not forget the partners who have made this possible. We have a number of them, and this has been mentioned, from the diplomatic corps, especially, and it has been said, the UNDP, European Union. Now, I want to very specially really single out, and you excuse me for doing that His Excellency Valentine Seleja, please, if you could stand and wave. This is the Swiss ambassador to Kenya. As Commissioner Sam Corner said, it is the Swiss embassy that gave the grant that has been used to do the study that led to the formulation of the Political Decency Charter that is being signed. Special Olympics Kenya and the Mkenya Daima have been mentioned. Again, I really wanted to emphasize that the way we have partnered with them is what has led to today's event. Then, of course, we have our fellow commissions, and I'm so happy that quite a number of chairpersons of the commissions are here, as well as independent offices. But then I must say that in NCIC, the effort, the time, the energy, the imagination that we have put in coming this far is also commendable. At this point, I would like to introduce the commissioners of NCIC so that you will see them. We have the Vice Chair, Wamboi Nyutu. We have Commissioner Sam Kona. We have Commissioner Honorable Dorcas Kedogo. We have Honorable Engineer Philip Okundi. We have Honorable Abdulaziz Farah. We have Dr. Danvers Makori, who is presiding over this. Then I want us also to see the Secretary of the Commission, who is also the CEO, Dr. Skita Ocharo. She was here before. She must be busy doing other things. Then we have any staff from NCIC who are here. Many of them are not sitting here. They are the ones who have been helping you. But I must say, the commissioners that you have seen, this is my dream team. This is what has been so busy and have made this possible. Now, of course, without these partners and my fellow commissions and a host of others, this event would not have been possible. I have learned that from the journey that we need to work for journey that we have towards the elections, during the elections and after, we need to work together as a team. And this is why, as a chairperson Chebukati mentioned, that really when we have worked together with the other commissions, with the judiciary, and here also I wanted to add what he said about the Chief Justice. When the Chief Justice took up her office, we requested her to help us with the courts that could hear and determine the cases, particularly hate speech cases, expeditiously. She was gracious enough within no time to set aside 5 special courts which will be listening to cases of hate speech. I think we need to clap for the judiciary here. And with that now, it is very possible that we will not have cases of hate speech dragging on for months, even for years. There are cases that have been there for more than 4 years. This really should not be the case. And now this will be a thing of the past when we have these courts. Actually, they all must recognize that how leaders act, how leaders speak is key to peace, and they made the leaders to have a goal which is achieved through, could be sports, could be music, like we listened to that music there, but also I come back now to symbolism of the flame that I mentioned and the cauldron. Every Kenyan, whether leader or follower, should from today choose to carry the flame of peace in their hearts and run the extra mile for peace. If more of our people catch the fire of the flame, which will be lit today, then I assure you that we will dwell in a land with a bright future, warmed with the hearts of Kenyans aflame for peace and for their country and their people. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is the second major component of this forum. That is symbolism, and as I said, we have worked with the Special Olympics in Kenya for that, and the chairman of the Special Olympics in Kenya, and also Special Olympics Africa will later on be seen, because there's something that they'll be doing here. The third component of this forum is prayers. Kenya is a country of people who recognize the importance of prayer and the place of God in our country. Our anthem starts, "O God of all creation," and our constitution starts, acknowledging the supremacy of the Almighty God of all creation. It is for that reason, therefore, that we have faith leaders with us who will be offering prayers for the country, for political parties, and for our presidential candidates. They have come here because, as we have said, Kenya recognizes the place of God in our lives. A study which was done just recently by the Institute of Development Studies, University of Nairobi, Professor Karoti Kanyinga told me that in the process towards the elections, the question that was asked is, who do you trust the most? And the churches, faith, both Christian churches and Muslims and Hindus, all came number one. The number one trusted in by Kenyans is these people who are here. I think we needed to clap for them because it's very important. And therefore, when they come here to offer prayers, we must really take it very seriously, and we wanted to thank you for upholding this country in prayer, because I think for those of us who believe in prayers, as I do, this is what have kept us going, because sometimes we Kenyans try very hard to destroy this country of ours. We have done that not once, not twice, but God has said no. And it is the prayers of the faith leaders and the Kenyans in general which actually has made it possible for us even to be here and to be happy that we have peace. As the Chairman Chepkati said, he believes that we are going to have peaceful elections, and I also believe so. When we did our study as NCIC of hotspots between January and April, we identified 6 counties where there were hotspots, high risk. That was until April. Today, that has gone down, thanks really to actions that have been taken to stem, the violence in those places. So today, it would be perhaps just the medium risk. I don't want to say that there will be no problem at all. Of course, that is not, what I'm saying here. But what I'm saying is that if we continue this way, and especially from today, when the presidential candidates themselves, all the 4 of them, have committed themselves to sign, and as a signal that they are accepting to run peaceful campaigns. So let's look forward to it. When we compare this time in 2017 and now, a month to the elections, there was more violence than today. And I would want to assure the political parties, the 4 political parties, and all other political parties, that we as NCIC we will do our part when it comes to dealing particularly with hate speech, because we know this is what led us to the problems of 2007-2008. As the UN representative said, the UN Secretary General clearly has been emphasizing the dangers of hate speech. Any genocide that we know of in history, any mass killings we know about in history were preceded by hate speech. And that is why we also came up with hate lex that we all know about. And therefore, I would say that we very much welcome the faith leaders who will lead us